I'm Nigel, and I have no idea what an upload schedule is. This time, we're working on the slow windows. And here's the problem with the windows. Did you see what it was? So, we need to get in there and see what's going on. First thing to do is get this door card out. Got to get this plug off the handle, open with the door handle, and slide around. Always be sure and put the screws back in if you can. Then you know where they are. Next step, remove the door handle. 3 screws, 2 at the bottom, 1 here at the top. I'll keep the screws in the handle itself. The next stage is to pop off the door card. And this guy down here, the speaker cover, he needs to come off first. You just want to get your hands around the back and gently pop out the little plastic retaining clips. Don't force anything. You don't want to break this stuff. Okay, you can see the clips there. Make sure you've got all of them. Door card itself, just made of this wood masonite. This one's looking pretty tatty. There's not much we can do about that. The next step is to work around the bottom, pull out more of those little plastic clips. Again, be fairly careful. Try not to force things too much. Once the clips are off, it'll be loose. It's just hanging up here. Time to take that off. It's just sitting clipped along here. Angle it out a little bit, lift it directly up, and you'll be able to take it away. You can see there's little plastic clips here. They just sit down there. Sometimes they move out, and there's one that's been lost. This one's been lost as well, and you can see some damage here. This wood gets pretty nasty, so you've got to be really careful with it, especially where it joins to this section at the top. This plastic here is to keep the water on the outside, not on your door card. You can see where the mechanism for the door handle protrudes through. And this nasty black stuff, awful. Be real careful with that, because that will get absolutely everywhere. And your significant other is not going to be happy with the results. We need to peel down this waterproof cover, which means taking off some of these fasteners that are holding on the door handle. This will hang down. Hopefully, that'll give us enough access into the interior of the door. I'm just going to pop these back in so I don't lose them. Okay, need to access those 3. And you should be able to take it straight out. At this point, be incredibly careful. You do not want to break this. Right, these are the 2 stops. We had those pieces that we removed from the door that stops the travel of the window when it gets to the top. And this runner here, I think, is the problem. Got something to admit here. I had previously replaced this runner with a 3D printed version, which is what this one is. But since then, my good mate Maikshifter, I'll leave a link to his channel below. It's a very interesting place if you're interested in machining parts or electronics for musical instruments. Maikshifter had made me some replacement ones out of delrin. Much better, much more dimensionally accurate. The other thing I'm not sure of is whether these ones have swelled up with the silicone grease. So we'll do a bit of a size comparison and see. Okay. Okay. There's a bit of damage to the 3D printed part, but it's not in too bad shape. You can see some wear marks there. Okay, let's do a bit of a size comparison. 3D printed part. Diameter. Delrin part. It's a big difference there. It's quite possible that what was happening is this part was swelling, which is what 3D printed parts, depending on what they're made of, can do, and that was jamming in the runner. Okay, let's put this one on. Do not be tempted to go too tight with these. This is glass. It'll be a bad day. And while we're here, we'll give it a bit of a clean, especially along this line here. Alright, so the next thing I want to try and do is clean as much of the guck out of these runners. As you can see, you end up with quite a lot of nastiness. Nice and clean. Then we'll put some brand new silicone paste in here. Don't use grease, that'd be messy. Alright, so a couple of things we need to get right. That needs to go into the slot there. That needs to go into the runner. Okay, then making sure the windows lined up with this saddle. We can screw these back in. So we've got 1, 2, 3 in there, and then we've got our 2 stoppers that we need to put in now. Stoppers go with the rubber section down so that they can, stop the window. Right. Ooh, much better. All right, let's do the driver's side. Same again, just mirror it. Okay. Right, let's give this a clean and take her out. Nice new Maikshifter part. And a quick clean. A bit of a clean on those rails. A little bit more lube. And we're ready to pop her back in. Stoppers. And I like it. And now it's just a matter of putting that nasty plastic back up. I'm going to get rid of that tape, it clearly didn't work. And I'm going to try these itty bitty magnets. And then the door handle. Why am I doing that by hand? I'm much happier with that magnet technique. Seems to be much better than the tape. Let's put on the door handle. And then the door card. Well, that's job done. I'm pretty happy with it. So thanks very much to Maikshifter for making the parts. Windows go up, windows go down. See you next time.